Now to a really disturbing case. Chess and his wife were sleeping in what had been his grandfather's house, who had recently passed away. During the early morning hours, while they were completely alone, something unsettling began to happen. Pay close attention to what follows.
Me and my wife were staying at her grandpa's house that he recently passed away in.
How you doing? You okay?
I don't know.
We kept hearing the bedroom door trying to open.
So, we were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. Like, we've literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure.
We weren't going to stay here anymore because it got worse. It was time to go.
And like, we're literally just...
I packed up our things and took my wife to the car and came back to grab our stuff and left the bedroom door open behind me.
In a chilling manner, the door begins to move as if someone was behind it, trying to force it open. The couple, not fully understanding what was happening and fearing things might get worse, decided to quickly pack up and leave the house. However, it was at that exact moment when the phenomenon manifested itself once more, even more persistently and frightening. Watch what happens next.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Okay. Yeah, we're out here.
What
Rachel's
do you
already in
think?
the car. I'm leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on.
A door closed inexplicably behind Chess. Some believe this could be the grandfather's spirit. However, others think it might be an entity that could have taken advantage of the grandfather's departure to claim its place in the house. But what do you believe? The following two officers were apparently called to patrol an old school building because the janitor was hearing and seeing pretty scary things there, alone at night. As the night went on, things really started to get strange.
Sí, boludo, hace un resfrío. Pero acá parece que hace más frío porque dice cuando hace frío que es por algo, digamos. ¿Dónde escuchas? Boludo, acá hay ruido en toda la escuela. Pero sí, boludo, escuchate. ¿Ves a escuchar? ¿Escuchás, boludo? ¿No escuchás? Nada, boludo. Por acá era. No, boludo, ¿viste eso? Ah, boludo. Aguantá, boludo, aguantá.
They had no explanation for all these odd occurrences. Could it be that the building was haunted? Now let's take another look at the case of security officer Tim Saber, who, after starting a new job and working the night shift, had experienced some pretty odd happenings at his new workplace. The storage facilities he was patrolling seemed to be home to a lot of paranormal activity. Why, however, is unknown. And this was one of the first really strange encounters that Tim had captured on his phone. A pale pair of feet can be seen in one of the stalls, and what's interesting about this is that Tim stated that he didn't see them at first. Only after looking at the area for a few seconds did they manifest to the human eye. How eerie. After this incident, he was already extremely freaked out, and he had to start recording these incidents now more and more, since this sighting was not an isolated one. In one instance, an ominous roar echoed through the halls. Followed by a locker door swinging open on its own accord. These unexplained occurrences became his haunting reality. Drawn by mysterious bangs, Tim's curiosity led him to an abandoned warehouse, filled with an assortment of forgotten objects.
Hello?
Here the paranormal activity intensified. A mannequin crashed to the floor, followed by the shattering of glass. The air grew heavy with a woman's cry and another spine-chilling roar.
What the? Whoa! Hello? Who's there? Hello?
Many were certain that Tim had to deal with something demonic in this facility, and that it had gotten quite dangerous for him. Somebody was clearly standing at the end of the hallway, and based on Tim's reports, this was nothing human.
Hello?
Here, Tim seems to have captured the arms and hands of a shadow being that wasn't stemming from our realm. He was so afraid that night that he had to give in his notice because he simply couldn't handle all of that any longer, and who can blame him?
My last night shift at the facility.
So, Tim went on and documented his last night at this haunted facility, and he couldn't wait to finally put this extremely scary adventure behind him. But it seemed that during his last shift, whatever was living in those storage facilities wanted to make sure that he would never forget this night. A woman's silhouette, more distinct than ever, sat in the corner, as the female figure locked eyes with him. The recording abruptly ended, leaving us in suspense. The fate of Tim and the truth behind his encounters remain shrouded in uncertainty. We may never know the full story, and the final verdict rests in your hand. Shifting our attention to Dustin Lee Frazier, who continues working those isolated overnight shifts at an aging diner nestled in the Appalachian Mountains that many claim is haunted. This particular evening started off like any other, with him sharing his thoughts and recording his regular nighttime duties, until something unnerving disrupted his routine.
Okay, coffee is made. Well, whenever I say make coffee, it means I have to, like, I literally just have to press the button, but, I have to, like, put it in the filter, and that's just so tedious. Like, I don't want to do all that, you know? Like, they don't pay me enough, honestly. But, anyways.
Following his exploration of some eerie sounds in one of the dining areas, Dustin makes a hasty exit, completely unaware that a frightening entity was lurking much nearer than he realized at the moment. But the strange occurrences don't end there. It remains a mystery what occurred in the final moments of the footage and why the camera appeared to end up inside the microwave, but numerous viewers suggested these supernatural figures could explain Dustin's odd actions. Could this be genuine evidence, or are we simply witnessing a well-crafted hoax? Share your thoughts in the comment section. This footage was allegedly recorded by a visitor who took a taxi across a bridge rumored to be haunted. Local legends claim that spirits can occasionally be seen roaming these ancient crossings. As luck would have it, the passenger captured something rather unusual. Try to catch it if you can. At the time, no one spotted anything strange, but upon review, the traveler apparently documented a spectral hand clutching the driver's shoulder before vanishing seconds later. A truly chilling encounter. No one could provide a logical explanation for what happened. What do you think might account for this mysterious occurrence? In this video, a teenage boy and his family are eagerly exploring the new house they've just moved into. This is their first chance to really check out their new home, so they bring a camera along to document the exciting moment. However, what begins as a happy occasion quickly takes an unsettling turn. As they tour the house, an unexpected and chilling event occurs.
Let me just take this off. I don't know, I can't take this off. I can't take it off. My thing is stuck. This is stuck.
Oh, he's up the camera.
Where is it?
We could throw a movie in this house, right?
I know, we can. That's the attic?
You're good at acting now. You wanna go in there? Let's scream, let's
That's the attic?
But you wanna go in there?
I wanna see what's...
A loud, piercing scream of a child suddenly echoes through the house. The family, realizing that no one else should be inside except an older relative, panics and makes a quick exit. They are left deeply unnerved, knowing that what they just experienced was anything but normal. The strange part is that the screams seemed to come from within the house itself, yet there were no other children present. This had led viewers to wonder, was the scream from outside, or did the camera capture something more mysterious? With no further updates or additional footage from the family, the source of the terrifying sounds remain a haunting mystery, leaving everyone to speculate on what might have truly happened at that house. This video was captured by an officer who was patrolling an office building at night. He and his colleagues have heard and seen many creepy things in the hallways in the past. And whenever there's something mysterious going on, they start documenting it. Tonight was no exception. The man states that he initially heard someone talking, and the noises were stemming from the elevator area. The man finds no trace of whatever was lurking from behind the elevator wall, but if we take another look at it, it becomes evident that a strange-looking piece of cloth or black shadow seems to be waving towards the man. He is sure that this was something paranormal, and if nobody was pranking him here, maybe he's right. These recordings stem from a young security officer who was working the graveyard shift in a hospital in Chile, and he was responsible for keeping the place safe at night during the ongoing renovations. But he states that human intruders weren't the only thing that he was concerned about. He saw and heard some really inexplicable things during his shifts, and eventually started recording them.
Del primer piso. Creo que el sonido vino de por acá, me parece. Hola. Vamos a seguir mejor. Apagar la linterna. Aquí no hay nada. Conche su madre. No voy a de dónde. Mejor voy a salir luego de acá. Zoom me está fallando, pero ahí sí. Los pasillos de acá. Los de ahí al fondo. Como pueden ver, aquí está todo normal. Así que vamos a seguir explorando por aquí. A ver si es que encontramos alguna cosa interesante. Conchetumare. Conchetumare, ¿no? ¿Qué es esa wea, conchetumare? ¿Quién está ahí? Conche tu madre, pues. ¿Quién está ahí? Conche su madre. Conche tu madre. ¿Quién anda ahí? ¿Qué hueá fue eso?
There is without a doubt some really creepy shadow sightings that nobody has any explanation for. What do you think is going on here?